Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Hit the ground, then I go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then I go.
Skechers store the title sponsor of today's tournament.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And tomorrow is the day. Pickleball live on CBS. 1 o'clock local, 4 o'clock Eastern. We are excited that this will be the inaugural pickleball event. It's going to be incredible tomorrow, Scott. It shows where pickleball just keeps elevating. It's mentioned all the time, and now, boom, CBS. So tune in tomorrow, pickleball fans. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones that love the sport. They're going to see a great show. We've seen a great show all day on this court, and this very court is the one that will be featured tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup right here, Tyler and Tyson against Callan and Ben. I always enjoy watching Callan Dawson play because he's just such a good dinker. The variety of his lobs are always fun to watch, and especially when he's playing people like, you know, Tyson is an amazing dinker. I think we should have some good, long, strategic points that will be very fun to watch. Yep, there's a look at net cam right there, so we can get even closer to those dinks you talked about, Scott. And, you know, you've got Callan playing with Ben here, so should complement each other pretty darn well there. And I feel like when you're Ben's partner, your job is to make a lot of balls so that Ben can do Ben things, and Callan makes a lot of balls. Makes a lot of balls. And has the pop in that new Ace of Spades paddle that we'll see Megan design. Yeah, he doesn't have as much pop as Megan does, but no, it is. He does hit it harder than I've seen him hit it before. So a return that just kisses the sideline there from Tyler Loong. And Mcguffin actually overran that because he thought he was in perfect position, and Ben kicked it behind him.
Point 102.
That time he hit 16 with the dealer showing a 6 with the Ace of Spades. Pushed it deep. And that was a double bouncer, if you're wondering why everyone was so casual about what happened there. Yeah, the first bounce didn't really come up high.
Second serve, 0-1-2. 0-1-2. Side out.
Now, the interesting thing about Callan and Ben, Callan has such a wide, low stance.
1-2-1.
That's not ideal for getting out of Ben's way if he needs to.
Point 2-0-1.
Well, Mcguffin dug himself out of his own hole there, defended a
2-0-1.
John's attack, so first two go to Loong and Mcguffin.
Point 3-0-1.
Nice drives from Tyler Loong. Yeah, just they've got pace, and they're coming over. They're coming low over the net. So
3-0-1.
He's asking a lot of the volleys.
Yes, he is. And Mcguffin talking to the crowd is not a surprise. Here's another one. Beautiful rope by
4-0-1.
Tyler Loong, and Mcguffin cleans it up again. We're at the Skechers Invitational. He's got his Skechers gear on.
Second serve, 4-0-2.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen enough of Tyler's forehand. I would return to the other guy.
4-0-2.
Yeah, this thing is dialed in. Look at that. Tried to go for the big angle on that and just pulled it. But Loong's got the big whipping forehand going today, folks.
Point, 1-4-1.
So that's the first time Dawson's been able to win at the dink battle long enough so that Ben can get in there.
I think that's a pattern that could be repeated.
Oh, tweener. Oh, something even more ridiculous than a tweener. A sideways ball that Loong hit there. The crowd is loving that effort.
It's nice to have two chances. You can swing at it and then go chase it and still make it.
We can have a Bugs Bunny
Second serve,
baseball kind of thing. Get three swipes at it if you need.
2-4-2.
It's a good leave by Ben there.
Point. 3-4-2.
You feel like all those forehands got them a huge lead, and you look up and they're only up 1. And that is clean and right in the corner, and we're tied at 4.
4-4-2. Now recall.
We replay the let's serve here.
Side out.
All right, so 4-4 back to Tyler Loong.
4-4-1.
That's
Second
nice.
serve, 4-4-2.
Just the perfect pace on that too. That had no danger of going long.
Point, 5-4-2.
Yeah, that has been the moneymaker so far, the Loong forehand. Here comes another one.
Side out.
That time, Dawson's able to volley it behind Mcguffin.
Yeah, that's just an excellent volley by Callan, but still the drive from Tyler is not bad. He forced Callan into hitting a great shot.
4-5-1.
And there it is. Ben had looked at the one before that, and as you mentioned, we got a second baseman, a baseball guy. He's got that ready position. He wasn't getting moved out of the way there, but found the next one with another extension. Same thing happened again. Ben looked at the one before that, didn't get it, gets the next one, indecision in the middle.
But pretty much every time Ben has reached and stretched middle and flicked, that's just winning. I'm a little surprised that Tyler and Tyson haven't had an answer for that ball.
Go, go. Point, 7-5-1.
And now suddenly it is
7-5-1.
Ben Johns and Callan Dawson on a rampage. So the timeout is called by Loong and Mcguffin. Loong and Mcguffin have been looking very good on serve with the drives from Tyler Loong. But all of a sudden, Dawson's dinks are on point, and Ben is making his presence felt here at the Riviera Country Club. All right, we are back, and it is Mcguffin and Loong forced to call timeout. Had a nice lead to start, but the beautiful dinking prowess of Dawson and then the finishing of Ben Johns has them in the lead. And another one at the kitchen line goes their way.
Yeah, Ben and Callan, they look pretty comfortable in these dink battles and these kitchen points.
And that time it was Callan Dawson that sped it up, and that fed into what Mcguffin and Loong have been doing. Second serve. Johns comes up short on that one. So 5-8.
5-8-1.
See if they can get a short return and get Loong's forehand going again. Oh, they got the perfect scenario there. I did mention it. I didn't know it was going to skid off the tape perfectly.
6-8-1.
Mcguffin, whose footwork is so good, just couldn't get reset that time.
But that Loong drive is just perfectly nice and low.
They finally go the other way. Much different results. So we raised the question earlier about why would you keep going there. They finally, maybe they heard us. I'm going to go with that. I think that ball's staying in. I think it had enough topspin, and you know there was indecision with Johns there.
Yeah.
8-6-2.
I think there was an opening in the middle, and Ben was going to close it, and then Tyson found some cross-court space with a nice roll.
So there's that same pattern that got them the ball back last time, which was a speed up by Callan Dawson that was countered and put him behind.
7-8-1.
And they're within one. Let's see where the returns start going.
7-8-1.
Defense for days, and then Loong went for the 39th shot drive there.
That's a tougher ball to drive off of a high Ben Johns forehand volley.
7-8-2.
That's nice by Tyson Mcguffin, and the barking is on the court, and we're tied at Snowman, 8 apiece.
8-8-2.
Going for that big looping serve, trying to land it deep. That one not quite as, but still gets a mistake. And now it is Mcguffin and Loong with the lead.
9-8-2. No.
And the Don Stanley alarm clock foot slides into the kitchen there.
Tyson had his Skechers in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's the Skechers Invitational, but you do not get to put a Skechers in there as some sort of bonus. So all feet are judged the same way. Looking good out there, though, is Mcguffin. Dawson just pulls that wide.
It's like he decided he wanted to go there before the ball got to him, and then by the time it got to him, it just was.
That one's slow. That one's slow. Yeah. I can do something. Oh man, that court. I'm sorry, not sorry. And the other issue we have right now, Scott, is the shadows. Obviously, you can see it on your screen. Ball's coming in and out and back in, so you really have to focus
a little bit.
And that time, John's able to let that cross-court attack go. So, ebbs and flows continue. We're first to 11, win by 1, and it is now Ben Johns and Callan Dawson who have a 1-point lead. So, 10-9. Got to win by 1. He's got to play a smart point by the book here. Hit a good return and get to the kitchen and see if you can't get that ball back. And so they got a chance to do just that when we come back. All right, we are back. Ben Johns serving for game number 1.
Good talk.
Just in the nick of time. Longest point of the match is game point. Oh, and Mcguffin throws up a lob on the baseline. And we're back again. And Mcguffin able to finish. Flicked the ball at Dawson and then got the next one. So
what a phenomenal point.
Steely nerves to throw a lob up in the middle of all that.
That was brave, especially having missed the previous one.
9-10-1.
So again, win by 1, 9-10-1.
Second serve, 9-10-2.
Nice job by Dawson of getting that down. The pace was not huge, but the placement was. Placement over power. Second chance to tie it at 10. Ooh, literally, I think the first one that's found the net.
It's a little tougher drive at 9-10
Yeah.
than it is at 4-0.
So, game point 2. Oh, and that flick by Johns just goes deep, but it was the quality of the Dawson dink before that that gave Ben a chance, just didn't quite execute it. Game point 3 at 10-9. If you're just joining us, they switched in the middle of the point. Ben is fine over there on the right.
Callan just has to be careful digging down the line to Tyler because
we haven't seen the Ernie. There, he's looking for it. Like it could be part of that point once they switch sides and they save another one. So again,
it's a part of any point that Tyler's playing.
Yes. So
are we at 10 all or
9-10-1?
You do. Oh, no, you don't. You don't. You don't have any. No. Yes, sir. 9-10-1.
Here we go. Mcguffin flashed in front there. Thought he had a chance, but a really good volley
No, I like that. You gotta look for a cheap one if you can get it.
Another great first volley by Dawson. Just a little higher on the drive too. Before they were just a ball or less over. All right, fourth try. Dawson serving. There's a ball in the middle that Dawson thought Ben was going to come take. He did not, but they survived that moment and then get the finish. So really high quality at the end of game number 1, and Dawson and Johns are finally able to finish it. So we will be back with what's hopefully as riveting a game number 2 here at the Skechers Invitational. All right, welcome back, everybody. A great game 1. Dave Fleming with fellow senior pro Scott Crandall. And Scott, we want more of that.
That was a fantastic game with a lot of lead changes, a lot of momentum, a lot of runs.
First drop by Loong. Got it to that backhand side.
Point 102. 102. Not out.
So that's 2 to the backhand. If you've seen that howitzer forehand going on, you're like, well, maybe I'm done wanting to deal with that then.
That's a quality return of serve then.
Point 111.
So a couple dink errors, one from Ben, one from Tyson. They don't miss a lot of dinks.
No.
That's
111.
Especially dinks where they weren't under pressure at all early in a point. There's the Dawson lob. That's just really good by Ben Johns there, because the retrieval of the lob was fantastic, and they put it out wide where you think, okay, I've neutralized this whole problem, or not.
Did you see Ben put 2 hands on that backhand?
That's what everybody wants, him hitting more and different shots.
Yeah, he needs more variety.
There it is again. That time Loong is sitting on it, so he saw that fish once, and then...
And Loong was sitting on it with his 2 hands out in front of him.
Yes, so... I see you, but you're not going to do that to me twice.
Maybe not twice in a row.
Yeah. Well, plus he'll probably put it in a different spot so that... Okay, Callan. So it's Mcguffin with the lob, and A.J. Kohler walking by the booth just can't be happier with his boys on the court here, as the lob can be such an effective
ball. Lob copyright. AJ just made 20 cents so far.
Oh yeah, he definitely made. He might be at a full quarter. Yeah, that.
Second serve, 1-2-2.
That again, if it's an inch or a ball above the net, you don't get Johns hitting down on these drives, and then another return to the backhand. So their returns are already in a much different place than in game 1, despite the fact they won game 1. Uh-oh.
Point 3-1-1.
That's a ball.
It's another one of those where the ball just didn't end up in the spot Tyson thought it was going to be. And then just the contact point was slightly off, and there's your miss.
And that is beautiful from Ben Johns. He had it earlier in the match, just pushed it just a hair deep. That one, perfection.
Yeah.
4-1-1.
And if you hit a passive dink in the middle, you're just giving him options galore. In case anyone wondered how hard Tyler Loong can hit a pickleball, there's your answer.
4-1-2.
He snaps that high forehand.
Sick. Yeah, we had him
Point, 5-1-2.
on opposite sides there, so Loong got caught up.
Well, I mean, Ben's third shot drive
Was
dipping, and Tyler hit a 10 out of 10 degree of difficulty
Yes, he
volley
did.
to neutralize it, only to get lit up by.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, okay, how are we supposed to win that point? Yeah. Yeah.
A quality unattackable ball, and then Callan does that.
All right. Can they right the ship? We'll find out right after this. All right, we are back. Ben Johns, Callan, Dawson looking good in game number 2. Trying to close this out. And Johns just a tad late there.
Start out.
Yeah, he was, you know, what he was, the ball he thought was coming
1-5-1.
is not the ball that he got.
Just to be able to roll that far and not have it be able to be hit out of the air. That's just, there should be authorities called on that shot right there. Good night. Oh, great get. And a gorgeous angle into the crowd here. So had a chance to finish it earlier in the point, but ends up with the Ernie silly angle
5-1-1.
add to the highlight reel.
Sick tricks. Great defense from Tyson.
Second serve, 5-1-2.
Because Ben is putting that in the middle knowing you were going to do something with it, and he was ready for the one after that too. That's really nice by Mcguffin.
Yeah. Plus Ben had set it up by going extreme cross court
Point,
previously.
6-1-2.
Yeah, and once this match changed when Callan Dawson just found he was blocking solid and then just so good at the kitchen line, and then Ben has been able to really exert his will. There's a nice move by Tyler Loong. Enough of this Ben stuff, he says.
1-6-1.
You almost never see someone hit a backhand dink as Ben's partner, and Callan has hit a bunch of those today. It's just stylistically funny.
Well, which is why that's a good spot for them to put it. First.
Oh, the Cobra came up. And it worked out. So yeah, because they're both. If you get both players moving, you think, okay, we're ahead. If they're a little unsure, but Dawson, if he's taking that, is not giving them anything to attack from that ball. There's the big Loong drive again, but neutralized.
Point, 2-6-2.
But yeah, like normally those balls to Callan, the dinks to Callan's backhand, Ben normally takes those as a forehand.
Right.
If I was Tyler and Tyson, I would keep hitting it there so they can be talking about it, negotiating over it, and
Start out.
Little flick there, a little
6-2-1.
not where Mcguffin wanted that one for sure. So 6-2 is the lead. Game 1 in their
Second
pockets.
serve, 6-2-2.
See if they give that to Dawson again, make him make the next one. They do. And he does. That's a good ball by Loong there, catching Dawson in transition.
yeah, Tyler's shot was just the right amount of aggressive.
steps in front and so sweetly rolls it down the line. Beautiful by Mcguffin right there.
There had to be some deception in that because Ben didn't really attempt it. I think Ben was thinking it was going somewhere else. It just makes it a greater shot from Tyson.
Yeah, to do that past Ben, and he didn't move. He was beat.
3-6-2.
Okay. All the feet were called there by Don Stanley. So on the push-off, it's actually a ball that Ben was going to destroy. No communication though.
Here we go. 4-6-2.
It's probably a ball that Callan just runs to the side of the court. Again, knowing that partner. And Mcguffin thinks, I have stopped him, and I've put it behind him. Wait, it's behind me? How did that happen?
It happened fast.
Yeah, it did.
6-4-1.
That's the challenge of the Ernie if the ball doesn't travel where you want it to, because you are so far out of the court.
7-4-1.
And that time it is Dawson that pulls the trigger to start, and John slides in and finishes. That is a pattern that works very well, and he's playing with Callan because Callan has that very deceptive forehand. So nice job by Dawson of getting that going. Oh, and another push off from the Don Stanley alarm system. And we are at match point. And this has just been a methodical, grinding, impressive display. Like, we're not leaving any dinks for you guys to tee off on. There's going to be no chaos. And that'll do it.
I think that's 10.
Oh, that's 10. I apologize. That's 10. And now we're at game point. Oh, brought the two-hander back out, and the block by Callan Dawson stays in. So Ben Johns and Callan Dawson just on it from the beginning to the end. Struggled at first with that huge Tyler Loong drive, which was really impressive. We had Mcguffin barking away. They were looking really good, and then Dawson settles in, played really, really well, and he was able to find how do we work at the kitchen line together. I'm holding my ground on my backhand, and he did it, and he did it well. So it is Dawson, it is Ben Johns. They are the victors. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Center Court, everyone. I'm here with Callan Dawson, Ben Johns. Guys, you got the chance to play together just last week, and your games didn't come together as well as you would have hoped. But what about this week, coming back together, getting a second chance to play together? Do you feel like you meshed better this time around?
I mean, yeah, definitely we meshed a little better than last weekend, but we kind of just came up with a game plan and stuck to it, and it all worked out.
Talk about those long dink rallies. Is it ever hard to stay patient and hang in there, or do you, like the rest of us, get impatient and just want to knock the ball?
I've been known to get impatient from time to time, but you know, when you're playing with Callahan over here, he's cool as a cucumber. He's in like a Zen mode, so he keeps me calm. I think we're both pretty calm, and there were no premature attacks, I think.
That's right. You guys are two of the calmest guys on tour, I believe. What contributes to that personality style, do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. I think just playing a lot of sports growing up. It's all the same, you know. We're just out here trying to compete. As long as we prepare before the matches, there's really nothing to be too hyped up about.
There you go. Take tips from Callan Dawson. Cool as a cucumber out here on center court. We'll be right back after this quick break.